So, first event. I'm gonna start a bit on the negative side. I'm a Vincentian, what did you expect? It's my opinions, okay? So don't bash. Yeah. Well, I was saying, right, is that I did not like the marketing strategy. I did not like the approach of the promoters. I felt like you were hiding behind the name of the party a bit because it took too long and people had to be asking each other, like, who is having this and what is that? And you don't want that. You don't want that level of doubt and guessing when you're having, especially because it's a new event. You want to stamp your event and you want to seem confident in your ability to do something good. And me, I like to know that I'm going to get my money's worth, and I'm sure everybody is like that. So I think that was one of the downfalls of the party. Secondly, the moving of the venue, moving from one place to the next, especially because you're a new promoter and this is a new party. Perhaps if you were seasoned, people would be more forgiving, but people like to think that maybe you're shaky and you don't really know what you're doing, and that could cause people to stay away from your party. So you don't want to be going down that road. So I hope you learn from this one. And thirdly, this one is really personal. I don't like Addisville playing field. So when I see events today, I just really kind of write them off in a way. But I decided I am going to give this one the benefit of the doubt because I want to be able to say for myself how the event was and give you the benefit of the doubt. But I must say, on the bright notes, is that I was pleasantly surprised when I got to the venue and the decor. Oh my God, the decor was so good. I felt like it was an oasis in a desert. I could not tell that I was on Addisville playing field, and I must say kudos to you for that. You really did accomplish that in terms of setting. Now, when we're talking about vibe, I must say the DJs, although they were not playing for a big crowd of people, they did give a level of professionalism and they did bring their A game, and we were able to build such a great vibe because of that, you know. I always say vibes always start with the DJs. The DJ have a feel in the party and make we feel it too, you know. So the DJs, I must give you an applaud for that. Let's move on to food and drinks. Drinks, don't stop me on that. Drinks were perfect, excellent. I must say, in the selection and what was available on the menu, great choice. I drank a little too much. And the food, well, the food in me always try to find a food stand when I had a little too much and I need to put something in me. And I like the fact that you had a chef on spot and I could choose what I wanted. My pasta would be personalized for me. That is a great personal touch, and that made your party stand out for somebody like me who loves to eat. Also, what I did like too is another personal touch, that you had hostesses walking around making sure everybody was fine. Even when we started dancing and having a ball, you had hostess walking around with cold towels. So like females like myself took towels to cool down. That was really good. And what set your party apart from every other party that made it unique is the fact that you launched a charity at the event. That was a really, really great move. I like the fact that you did not say that you were going to do it beforehand, so it was a surprise for all of us, and such a pleasant surprise that is. And the showcase with the doves, although there were balloons, it was really beautiful, and I'm sure it touched a lot of the people who were at the event, and that was an excellent move. So things that I look for in a party is music, drinks, food, and decor. Well, decor is something that I think most promoters in St. Vincent get right, but they don't always get the food right and they don't always get the drinks right. And I think those are things that you capitalized on. You really got those things correct, and that is one of the reasons why the party was so great. The live performance by Kido, it was well placed. It's not like you just had live performance and live performance sake. You wanted this classy kind of atmosphere, and Kido is a ragga soca groovy kind of singer, so it was well selected. You know, I think you made excellent choices at the party. It's just the things that led up to the party is what I think caused a low turnout. So if anybody is to come to me and ask me how was the party, I would say it was great. It was close to being excellent. I was like, yes, I did have the time of my life there. And if they asked if I would go back next year, I would say most most definitely I'll be one of the first persons to buy an early bird ticket. So I would advise anybody to try the event next year. If they do bring it back, it is definitely a must go for me, and I'm sure you would go and have a great time too. So maybe you should check it out if they bring it back next year. So that was me on Vicerè. Yay!